Hello my lovelies, I hope you're all doing really well today, and welcome to today's video. Today I will be doing a sort of get ready with me, just because I can't really think of any other idea and I'm due to go out. So I'm already dressed, I'm wearing this sort of white swing vest top, I've got a pair of jeans on, and yeah, I've already done my base and my eyebrows because you've all seen me do that hundreds of times, but today I'm actually trying something new, so that's very exciting. And I picked this up yesterday and it is the MUA Fire Vixen palette. So I'm very interested to see what this is like. So first off, I'm going to take this shade here at the very end to put into my crease. This is obviously a very warm palette, so you know, we're gonna have a warm look today. So yeah, just gonna put that very softly because I don't want it to be like a ridiculously intense look. So we're just gonna put that. I will link everything down below, but I'm using the Spectrum B04 for this, which is a really lovely brush for putting stuff in your crease. So there we go, and then I'm just going to deepen my crease up just a little bit with this colour here, this slightly darker one here. So far it's blending really nicely, and it's really pigmented, and it's nice to use. The shadows themselves are like very soft, and they're very nice to just apply onto the eyelid themselves, which is always nice. I like a good comfortable eyeshadow to apply. It's one that you don't really have to work too hard at, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's good. Right, so that's my crease basically done. I've darkened it up a little bit, winged it out slightly, and yeah, now I think I'm going to go for this one here all over the lid, just to see what it's like, and I may darken that up. I'm not sure, it all depends on, yeah, I think I'm going to have to darken that. So I'm going to go for this one here, which is sort of like a brownish coppery shade, which when I first swatched this I am so excited to try. So that's what we're doing, we're gonna try it. Oh, pretty. It's really pretty actually. Like, it's not as pigmented as it looks in a pan, it's not as pigmented on its swatches, but actually that's not too much of a problem, just because I think if it was so pigmented, it would be possibly a problem. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, my sister's down this week, so that's where we're going today. We're going to go and see my sister. My sister lives up north, so we're going to go and see her today. Unfortunately, we've had to, she brought her daughter's son and her daughter and stuff down with her, but unfortunately I can't take Nick to go and see his cousin Ollie, because Nick actually has scarlet fever at the moment, and whilst that's okay for adults, it is very contagious between children. Because adults have generally built up a kind of resistance to it, so it's not so much of a problem. But I'm just gonna buff it all out a little bit, just soften it up a little, make sure we've got no harsh lines, and there we go. I'm gonna put on some winged liner because I think this look needs winged liner, doesn't it? So we're gonna do a bit of winged liner. And I'm using the Eyeko, the one I use literally all the time. So yeah. Which is really unfortunate. Yeah, if you don't know, scarlet fever is a disease, like I said, that primarily affects children. It can affect adults with, you know, slightly crappy immune systems, but as a general rule, it really only gets kids. and it's called scarlet fever because it literally turns you bright red. The rash is like a rough rash to feel. It feels a little bit like sandpaper, and yeah, it feels a bit like sandpaper, and it's very, very rough to the touch, and it's very itchy. When you end up with a big bright red tongue, it's a form of strep. You end up with a really bright red tongue and this horrible rough rash, really red face, and you also get a white like patch around your mouth, and your lips start to peel and the ends of your fingers start to peel. So it's quite a nasty illness. There is no vaccine, and it's treated with antibiotics. So I mean, it used to kill children, but now, after obviously the advent of antibiotics, it's not quite so dangerous anymore, but it is still something that you really do need to take your child to the doctor for, because they won't get rid of it on their own. So yeah, it was a bit tense yesterday of having to like take him to the doctors and seeing what the doctor said and all of that jazz. But I mean, it's nothing serious, like, it'll be fine. You know, Nick has got the constitution of a small farm animal, so I think we're alright. Yeah, I think he's going to be fine, but, you know, it's a bit concerning. You never like seeing your kids ill. I mean, he's perfectly fine with himself. He's still playing, still eating, etc., etc. He's just a little bit poorly at the moment, and the problem is as well is he's basically in quarantine from other children. Might get off in a minute. Yeah, he's basically in quarantine with other children. So I mean, it's a good job really that it was half term and not during nursery, because obviously that could have been bad. But so yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've been pumping a small child full of antibiotics and slathering him in calamine to try and soothe his rash. Yeah, my sister's down. We went out yesterday, went and had some lunch out with my sister and did a bit of shopping, which is where I got this eye palette from that I'm using today. And yeah, so it's all been good fun. I actually also got a new lipstick today, which I'd quite like to test out. It's by Wet n Wild, so we're just going to give that a go. I don't know what the colour is actually. Oh, Giddy. It's called Giddy, and it's a really pretty pink colour, so I'm just going to try it, because sometimes, yeah, it's a bit too pale for me, isn't it? Yeah, that's a shame, because it's really lovely, but, you know, these things happen, so let's get rid of that. So, it's a toss-up between Inclination or Brave by MAC. I think I'm going to go for Inclination, because obviously I've got quite a warm eye going on, so I think a nude lip would probably be the best course of action. And there we go, that is me all ready. Yeah, I will. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please give it a big thumbs up and press the big red subscribe button if you did enjoy it. I will leave all products that I use linked down below, and I will also link all of my other social medias and stuff like that, so that you can go and check those out. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye bye.